Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all protocol observed. As is indicated there, my name is Michael Maligane. I've been teaching for almost 18 years. 10 of those years, I was a school manager at the same school. I would like to believe that I'm hardworking, very passionate about education. Being 18 years is almost half of my age. Then I've been there for almost half of my age. I would like to always start new things and see how it goes and learn from previous year. We always start a year and say, every year must be better than the previous one. We are a caring school. Of course, I need to lead by example. We love our learners with their challenges, and we always help them. Mlungwana is situated in just before Lanzeria Airport. We're catering learners from Diepsloot, in Lion Park, Zandspruit, informal settlements. And it's a farm school, but we're not farming. And we're not way near farming. But it's a school which is in the middle of nowhere, where most of the learners are commuting to the school. They're being transported by scholar transport, which is sponsored by the department. There are some challenges I'd like us to talk about my partner before she will come in and introduce herself. When we met sometime this year, I was not sure whether this will work. It's the first time I'm involved in this for the past 18 years. PfP, thanks to PfP. I was not sure whether I'll learn something. You know, as principals, sometimes we have this tendency of thinking we know everything. And we don't. We realize we don't. We need to learn. But Zama is young, very passionate about South Africa, and very passionate about helping kids. She loves kids, and she has got only one kid, but she loves kids. You'll hear when we're going through how she's involved with the school. And we're really fortunate to have Zama as part of Mlungwana. And I would like her to come in and introduce herself.
Thank you, Michael. And I really appreciate all these nice words. At least also my line manager is here, and I'm hoping this will count for me as well. So for me, really, it's such a privilege to have this opportunity to be here to share our journey and our partnership with Michael. So my name is Zama Mlungwana, and I work for Nedbank in the retail space, and I'm in direct marketing space. So in direct marketing space, you all know that it's either you receive SMS, email, or you receive a call from us, from Nedbank. So next time if you receive a call from a Nedbank call center agent, please be nice and remember and think about me. Okay. So I've been with Nedbank for 9 years. And basically, just a bit about me. I grew up in KZN and in the township. And for me, really having to experience and understand the challenges that the young people face, and especially the learners or the scholars. For me, I've always wanted to actually work hard and study hard in order for me to be able to give back to the community and make a difference, because I understand some of the challenges that as young people that they're facing, and later on we'll unpack those and we'll share with you how we, together with Michael, we were able to come up with solutions to be able to address some of these challenges. So when we when I visited Michael's school, I was very impressed as I was driving Lanzeria first time, because being a KZN girl, I'm not really also familiar with Joburg. So considering that he would have, when he was explaining to me that it's close to Diepsloot, as I'm driving and I'm waiting at the gate, and and there's a security facility, and also automated gates, and I was very impressed, and the environment, facilities, very, very impressed. And for me, when I also met Michael, for me, really, I was very impressed to actually see a principal who is very disciplined and very passionate about education, and also very welcoming and willing for us to work together. For me, that really encouraged me. So when we sat down and we had to look at how we're going to work together, for me, I was very clear that it's important that we identify the top challenges that the school is facing. So what was interesting was that Michael did not focus on, telling or sharing with me that he would like certain tangible items or, give out. The things that he identified were focusing at the welfare of the learners, which was very good for me. And also one thing that really was fascinating was the fact that some of those challenges were resonating with the certain things that also I'm passionate about. For example, teenage pregnancy. So we've all known, we've spoken about this, and I think it's been shared that a lot of the challenges that some of the schools and the crisis that we're facing is around poverty. So the school being close to Deep Sloot or in the informal settlement, a lot of the learners, they actually don't have a lot of role models, and their parents are unemployed, which means that they have issues of not having anyone to guide them and to give them advice. So for me, really, when we were unpacking one of the cause of why there's a high teenage pregnancy rate in the school, it was clear that the learners do not have much guidance and role models. So for me, when we had to discuss that, for me it was very much important that we focus on driving towards finding a solution that will be able to support the school. So I'll just hand over to Michael to just also address some of the challenges.
Thank you, Zama. She's from KZN, I'm from Limpopo. She also taught me, she introduced me to Susu as well, and then it's nice. It was not just a partnership to enhance the learners. We're also benefiting out of that. We are a high school which has got, starting from grade 8 to 12, with plus minus 750 learners. When we say grade 8 to 10 low pass rate, we're not comparing to our neighboring schools. We are comparing to our school. We have got very good 11 and 12 results. We're averaging at 95% with our challenges. But we're not happy with that. Hence, we need to start somewhere. We surely, one day, 1 year, will reach the 100% pass rate. But we are very clear, for us to get there, we must have a very strong foundation, which is grade 8 to 10. The focus is to give grade 11 and 12 extra support, which is good, it's a good initiative, but we need something which is very sustainable. To say, let's look at grade 8 and 10. The challenges we got there is they're not exactly where we need them. They are averaging 80%, which is not what we want, but we know exactly what we need to do. One of those things is teenage pregnancy, alcohol abuse. They're playing a role, of course. Poor parental involvement is also an issue, but we are making good progress. We're talking about learners who themselves, they're from young mothers. You can imagine if the mother is around 25 or so years old, to support another child who's in grade 8 and 9, the support there is challenging. But we are having good engagement. Zama is very passionate about that. You'll see when we're progressing that there are a whole lot of progress which is taking place there. The highlights which I'll have to put at is as a principal, as I said, like a joke, I was not joking to say, you tend to be comfortable and say you know everything. But I've then learned that I need to involve not only the business people who bring money. We can't survive without money. We managed to we are a school which is getting some support, but we still need more. We need to start, charity begins at home. We need to have got a situation where our teachers, they feel wanted, they feel valued, they have an input. The same applies with the community, but through the SGB. We are sitting with a very healthy relationship where teachers have got a say together with the SGB. I've also learned a lot around networking. Zama is very good at networking. It seems as if she knows everybody. She's just phone call away. You talk about drug problems. She said, let me phone somebody who will come and talk to these learners, a former drug addict. And we also got that. It's happening, but I'm learning a lot from that.
Okay. Thanks, Michael. So just very quickly, so some of the things that we're going to just take you guys through is, so if you can see the picture there left, I was very privileged to actually have the parents as well as the young mothers who, where we got together and we had a mini focus group where it was a very emotional, difficult conversation where we were actually discussing the issues and the reasons why they fall pregnant at a young age. And we came up with solutions as well of how we can be able to solve some of those issues. And then also very high level there is just, as you can see, we've put together a 3-year plan of how we can going to be able to address some of the issues that we've spoken about. For me, just the 2 pictures, the one on the left-hand side, what we did is we introduced mentorship. So based on what we've identified is that clearly the learners need role models. They need someone that will guide them, someone that will be able to motivate them. So what we did is we identified leaders who volunteered, and they came to the school, and we partnered one leader with 10 learners. And as you can see there, so they all had to discuss issues, and the learners together with the leader, and the leader was giving them advice and motivating them. And I'm pleased to say that post these sessions, they've continued relationships, and they're keeping in contact, and the leaders is there to help and guide and motivate the learners.
You can see there in that picture, that's former drug addicts addressing the learners. At the far picture there, we have moved from 40% attendance of the parents. Then we don't have a hall, but we need to hire a tent to accommodate parents. We're now sitting at 80% attendance. You can see those are the engagements, and that's where the admin clerk is happening. And then the parting message. I have been transformed. I am learning, and I know I can get skills which many people who are not part of PfP cannot get.
Okay, our time is up. Okay. So yeah, so for me, really, it's been a very humbling opportunity to be able to make a difference, in the community, and really seeing those young learners, putting a smile on their faces and bringing hope. It has really encouraged me, and also I've learned as well to I understand myself better, and also identify certain areas as well that I, as a leader, definitely feel that I have grown, and I've definitely have benefited in this program. Thank you so much. Okay.